Hello students, in this lecture we'll going to see the balanced incomplete block design. First, what is meant by incomplete block design? Incomplete block design. In certain experiments, using randomized block design, we call it as RBD. We may not be able to run all the treatment combinations in each block. Suppose in certain experiment we cannot run all the treatment combinations in each block. Means some treatments absent in some blocks. Situation like this usually occurs because of shortage of experimental apparatus. Shortage of experimental apparatus or physical size of the block or physical size of the block. Means suppose experimental material is shortage or physical size of the block is small, then we cannot run all the treatment combinations in each block. In that case, we have to use the incomplete block design. For example, suppose we want to compare, suppose we want to compare four types of fertilizers. Four types of fertilizers. A, B, C and D. Because of smaller size of the block, we must have to run only 3 treatment combinations in each block. So because of smaller size of the block means we cannot make block of size 4. Smaller size of the block, we can make a block of size only 3. So smaller size of the block, we must have to run only 3 treatment combinations. 3 treatments in each block. So suppose this is the layout of this design having 4 blocks. So this is block number 1, this is block number 2, block 3 and block 4. Each block, we cannot divide this block into 4 plots because of smaller size of the block. We can divide this into only 3 plots. So divide each block into 3 plots. Now this is not a RBD because in RBD the block size is same as the number of treatments, because we divide each block into how many number of treatments are there. So suppose here we apply A, C and B. Here we apply A, B, A and D. And here we apply D, A and C. And in last block, suppose we apply B, C, D. So this is the example of incomplete block design. Look at here. Here treatment D is absent. Here treatment C is absent. In this block treatment B is absent, and in this block treatment A is absent. So this is not RBD, this is the example of incomplete block design. Now we will going to see the balanced incomplete block design. Balanced incomplete block design. BIBD. Definition of this BIBD: an arrangement of V treatments, an arrangement of V treatments in B blocks of K plots each. Means suppose there are V treatments and B blocks, and each block having K plots, means each block having size K. Now here K must less than V, because if K is equal to V, then this will become RBD. So K must means block size must less than the number of treatments, is known as BIBD if first condition is each treatment occurs once and only once. Once and only once in each block. Means each treatment must occur in each block only one time. More than one time is not allowed. Each treatment is replicated. Each treatment is replicated R times. So each treatment must have to replicate R times, and third condition is each pair of treatment occurs together in lambda blocks. This means take any pair of treatments, then this will occur in lambda blocks. So lambda is an integer. Take this same example, whatever example we had taken here. Take this example. For example, the same example. There are four blocks: block 1, block 2, block 3, and block 4. Each block is divided into three plots. This is block 1, this one is block 2, this is block 3, and this one is block 4. In block 1 there are ACD, ACB. In block 2 here it is BAD, here it is DAC, and here it is BCD. Now this design is a BIBD, balance incomplete block design. Look at here. Here V means number of treatments. Number of treatments are 4. A, B, C and D. B, number of blocks. So there are 4 blocks. So number of blocks will be 4. K means block size. So every block size is 3. So this will be 3. And R means number of times each treatment. Number of times each treatment is replicated. Each treatment is replicated. Now every treatment replicates 3 times. Look at here. A replicated 3 times in this design, B replicated 3 times, C also replicates 3 times, and D also repeated 3 times. So this will be 3. Now lambda means actually number of blocks in which lambda means number of blocks in which any pair of treatment combination, any pair of treatment combination occurs together. Now look at this design. There are 4 treatments A, B, C and D, and from these 4 treatments we can make 4C2 pairs. So make one table to understand what is meant by lambda. So here it is suppose pair, and here it is number of blocks. There are 4 treatments A, B, C and D. So there will be 4C2 pairs, and 4C2 will be 6 pairs. So first pair is AB suppose, second pair is AC, AB, AC, AD, BC, BD and CD. So these are 6 pairs. In how many blocks this pair occurs? So AB, take AB pair and look at this design. AB, this pair AB occurs in block number 1 and block number 2. This means AB pair occurs in two blocks. Next pair is AC. AC pair is here. AC pair occurs in block number 1 and block number 3. Look at here. So this also occurs in 2 blocks. Take any pair. Suppose AD. AD occurs in block 2 and block 3. Any pair. So all these pairs occurs in 2 blocks. So this means lambda is your 2. So AB pair occurs in 2 blocks. AC also occurs in two blocks, so every pair occurs in two blocks. And lambda means number of blocks in which any pair of treatment combination occurs together. So here lambda is 2. Take any pair of treatment combination, in how many blocks this occurs. So any pair of treatment combination occurs in two blocks. So that's why lambda is 2. So the definition of BIBD is, if there are V treatments and B blocks and each block having size K is known as BIBD if each treatment occurs once and only once. Look at here. Every treatment occurs once in each block. Each treatment replicated 3 times. So our R is 3. So each treatment is replicated R times and each pair of treatment combination occurs together in lambda blocks. In our case, lambda is 2. So each pair of treatment occurs together in two blocks. Alright. So this is a example of BIBD. Now we are going to see the parameters of BIBD. V, B, R, K and lambda are called parameters of BIBD. So parameters of BIBD. Parameters of BIBD. V, B, R, K and lambda are called parameters of BIBD. V means number of treatments, B means number of blocks, R means number of times each treatment replicated, K means block size and lambda means number of blocks in which any pair of treatment combination occurs together. So these are the parameters of BIBD. Now the necessary conditions. The necessary conditions for existence of BIBD. So these conditions, whatever conditions we will going to see, that conditions are necessary for existence of BIBD. And these conditions are, first one is, your VR must equal to BK. Second condition is, lambda into V minus 1 must equal to R into K minus 1. Or we can say this as, if we send this lambda V minus 1 in this side, then lambda will become R into K minus 1 upon V minus 1. And third condition is, B is greater than or equal to V. Means number of blocks always greater than or equal to number of treatments. This is called Fisher's inequality. So these are the three necessary conditions for existence of BIBD. If these three conditions are satisfied, then we can say that design will be a BIBD. Now we will going to do this three conditions. First one is VR equal to BK. So prove that theorem. Prove that VR is equal to BK. And suppose this is your capital N. Capital N means number of plots. Proof of this one. Now, if there are V treatments and each treatment replicated via R times, if there are V treatment and each treatment replicated R times, then total number of plots in the design are VR. Further, since if there are b blocks and each block having size k, then total number of plots in the design will be bk. So this gives total number of plots are vr, and also it is bk. So vr equal to bk. So very simple proof of this theorem. Since there are v treatments, since there are v treatments and each treatment is replicated, r times. So therefore the total number of plots in the design are VR, are VR. Further, since there are B blocks and each block of size K. Therefore, the total number of plots in the design are BK. Now total number of plots in the design are VR, and here total number of plots in the design are BK. So from this we can write VR is equal to BK, and suppose this is your capital N. Capital N means total number of plots. Capital N means total number of plots. So in next lecture we will going to prove the another two necessary conditions. Thank you.